Hello and welcome to SudoKanard. We are here to solve this diagonal Sudoku that was created by Indian author Arun Iyer for the Sudoku Mahabharat. This is a puzzle that I tackled pretty early in the round, and I solved it in pretty quickly in something like 6 minutes, which is highly unusual for me. So let me recall the rules. Those diagonals must contain all digits from 1 to 9 exactly once. So the start, I think, is those digits 5 and 6 are already on this diagonal, so they can't be in any of those cells, so they must be in those two cells. And considering there is this 6, this has to be a 5, and this has to be a 6. And we now know that those three digits must be 7, 8, and 9. So this is 8 or 9, this is 7 or 9. So that's a nice start, I think. This 6, similarly, is already on this diagonal, so it can't be in any of those cells. And this 6 here prevents 6 from being here, so that is a 6. And something of interest here is that 7 is in none of those, so it must be on one of those two cells. So we know that 7 is on this part of the diagonal. And so it doesn't appear on this part of the diagonal. And because there's a 7 here, it doesn't appear here either. And with those 7s, we can place the 7 right here. Now, this diagonal still needs 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because of those digits, this is 1 or 4. So 2 must be somewhere in here, but because of this 2 on this diagonal, 2 can't be here. So we know that 2 must be somewhere around here. And I'm saying that 3 does not appear here, and 3 does not appear here on the diagonal. So 3 must be on this part, but it also must be on this part of the other diagonal, so 3 has to be in the center. Now, so those digits are from 1, 2, and 4. And let's ponder what happens on the rest of this diagonal. So 1 and 4 are not here. So 1 and 4 must be somewhere around here. But I'm seeing that one of them has to be here with the 2. So only one of them can be around here, so the other must be here. So the second 1 or 4 must be somewhere here. And I'm seeing that 8 must be in this part. So 8 is not... Oh, sorry, 8 could be here. Oh, that's a mistake. So where else can we look? This 3 does not appear here. Oh, 1 and 4 here. There's a 1-4 pair here, so they're not here. They must be there. And that is a 2, 3, 6 triple, and 3 is not here. Now I'm saying with those 5s here that there is a 5 here. There must be a 5 somewhere here. What about the diagonals? I'm not sure about that. So those digits must be from 5, 8, and 9. Oh, and that's neat because that's a 5, 8, 9 triple here. So we have a 2 and a 3 there. And the 5 is around here, which means that those are from 7, 8, 9. So here we have 1 or 4 and this digit. That's correct, I think. Where else can we look? So 4 is not here, and because of this pair, 4 is not here. It could be here on the diagonal, could be elsewhere. So what else did I see when I solved it? Those digits here must be from 7, 8, 9. This is not 8, so 8 is here. There's this 2 and this 2, so we can put a 2 here. There's a 2 somewhere there. There's a 7, 9 pair here, which is interesting. So here the digits must be 1, 2, and 3. And this here is not a 2. So 1, 3. We must have 8 somewhere, but 8 is here, so that puts the 8 there. And this becomes a 9. And that's a 7, that's an 8. 9 is excluded from there, so that's not 8, that's not 8. So this digit, this digit 5 or 8 must be somewhere here with 8 or 5. First, so this 9, is there any other consequence? Yes, this 7 here makes this a 9, and that's a 7. I can eliminate stuff at the bottom. And then let's see, this row needs a 9. It's already there in this column, so that's a 9. That's an 8, 7, and 9 here. Well, this 9 also comes from this 7. I need a 3 somewhere here, but there's a 3 up there, so that's a 3. That becomes a 1. That's a 4, 4, 1. So knowing that this is a 4, we know that 1 on this diagonal must be here or there, so that becomes a 2, 4 pair, and this becomes a 1 for several reasons, one of them being just the digits on this row. That's a 4. This 8 also has impact up there, so that's 8 on the diagonal, so 5 on the diagonal, it can't be here, so that's the 1, that's the 5, and well, the diagonals are basically complete. We still need 8, 6, and 9 in this area. We still need 4 and 8 in this area. Here we need a 5, 6, 7 triple, but that's not a 5, that's not 7. Here we need 1, 3, and 9, but that's not a 3, that's not a 1. Down there we need a 3, but there's a 3 here, so that's the 3, and that's a 7. Let's continue with 5, 6, and 8 here. There's already a 5 here and there, so that's a 5. There's already an 8 in this column. Here I need 1, 4, and 9. This can only be a 4. This can only be a 9. That's 1. This 4 disambiguates that. So this 2 does not appear here. And actually, that's a 3. That's a 2. That's a 6. That's a 2. That's a 3. And that's a 9. And that's a 1. So the puzzle is coming to an end. We need a 4 on this row. There's already a 4 in this column, so that's the 4. There's a 5 and 6 here. Here I need a 7 and a 9. This one here is not there. This 2 here makes this a 3. That's a 2. That's a 9. That's a 3. That's a 7. That's a 9. That's a 6, a 5, and a 7. And this 5 makes this a 6. This 6 also disambiguates that, and finally that's a 5 and that's a 1, and I think that's correct. So this diagonal Sudoku was really well constructed. There was no struggle involved as far as I'm seeing the puzzle. Thanks for watching this video, and see you soon on SudoKanard.